from West River Mental Health. She says when we think of a relationship, we are acknowledging a connection between people, whether with a family, friend, or significant other. To have a healthy relationship, there are 5 qualities we want to present. Or we want to have.
Yes, definitely.
And let's start with the first one. Now we're going to deal with like 3, and the next week we'll deal with 2 more, but we'll deal with 3 for today.
Sure.
Okay, so what's the first one? To have a healthy relationship with family and friends, basically, right?
Yeah, I think, there's those 5 components we want to go over, and there's a lot to it, so we want to spread it into 2 weeks.
Okay.
But let's talk about a few today. One of them being understanding. How do you show that you really understand that person you're in a relationship, whether it's your friend or your significant other, but do you know their interests or their dislikes, and do they get that sense that you really know who they are as a person?
Or do you talk about yourself all the time?
Exactly, yeah. Can you show that I know you and I understand you, and I can maybe understand what it's like to be in your shoes sometimes, so then I can show some empathy and support you when you're struggling.
Right.
Like that.
So how do we do that? Do we just like shut our mouths sometimes and
Sure.
just ask questions and ask them how they're doing?
Yeah, I think it's really just giving them that attention and focus when they're going through something, or if they really want to share something exciting. How do we show them that we hear them and we get it, and that we want to celebrate them during those awesome times and things like that.
Right, and no better time to do that than like a holiday week anyway. Is to find out, well, what are they doing for the holiday, not just what you're doing.
Yeah, and we don't always get to come together, so when we do, how are we really making that an important, impactful time when we meet with our friends and family? And another component to that is showing effort.
Showing effort. Okay, how do we do that?
So it's not just a 50-50. We really want to recognize that 100% and 100% that we're putting forward on both sides.
Okay.
And show that sometimes one person may not be able to put that full 100 forward, right? So in those times where somebody might be sick or overwhelmed with stress, that other factor to that relationship, can they come forward and kind of fill in those gaps at those moments?
Right, right. Or sometimes, if people are sick, you could just say, look, I can get you some chicken soup.
Yeah.
Stop by and get them, some chicken soup or something.
Exactly.
Because saving somebody a meal is just, I just think it's so wonderful.
Yeah. Are you putting that effort in?
Yeah, that's really, I think that's making an effort. Or going to get some groceries. Anything else, or you want to save the next 3, or do you have?
Yeah, I think, just to speak to that other concept of, if you're putting that effort, you're really showing that you're caring. Right? So you're caring, you love or like that other person, and how do they get that sense from you that you truly care?
Right, yes. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we have 3 more. We're going to save them for next week. Amanda's going to join us, and we will continue this on how to be, just more caring in our relationships with our family, friends, and loved ones. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Really good tips. News and weather are next.